Today I've decided to do a challenge, a side-by-side tasting, and as I do and pour, I shall show you, hopefully we can see, there's not much left in this, maybe a dram, and the Port Askaig 8-year-old, and this will go in the Glasgow Whisky Festival glass. I'll just pour it all in. So bottle is empty, so that is going to be my right hand side, and my left is this, the Lagavulin 8-year-old. Two similar whiskies, both big house pours, but we'll deal with that later. Lagavulin 8-year-old is a whisky that got me into whisky, something that I'll always enjoy, and the 16 is the real one that really got me into whisky. That is the old, grab by the heart, Dram. New school, new age, new whisky that I was put upon, the Port Askaig 8-year-old. I've done two ravenous reviews about these, both of them just being great whiskies. And it was when behind me you might see a new layout. I have a new whisky shelf that I'm able to put things. I'll maybe do a wee show or a wee tour of that in another video. But looking at these, I thought I've got about the same left in these bottles. Had them maybe round about the same amount of time. Potentially had the Lagavulin 8 a little bit longer. So they've been sitting in the glass bottles for a long time. They're now empty. The Port Askaig 8-year-old and the Lagavulin 8-year-old, both from Islay. The Lagavulin 8-year-old we know is from Lagavulin Distillery. The Port Askaig, we're not sure. Similar cask makeup, I believe, maybe slightly sherry influence on the Port Askaig. Lagavulin, Diageo they own tons and tons of things. They own most of the distilleries in Islay as well. Port Askaig, Skin to Sing, has this great array of whiskies from the Port Askaig brand to single malts of Scotland and elements of Islay, and others brought out the Macbeth series and things as well. Port Askaig 8-year-old was my whisky of the year last year. It's always steered me well, and the Lagavulin 8-year-old always steers well. So I thought I would do a side-by-side tasting and try and find if I could pick a favourite. And the really good thing about this is they've both been sitting with about the same amount of whisky in it since I last had a dram. And now there's nothing left in each bottle. So I'm going to have them nose by nose. This one here, which is the Lochside Hotel, as we can see, is the Lagavulin, and the Glasgow Whisky Festival glass is my Port Askaig. So we'll nose them first. Straight away on the nose for me, the Port Askaig just has this more power, more punch to it, even with a lighter ABV, 45.8% ABV. It's got that kind of, it's like burnt sugar, there's kind of tarred rope, salt, like Himalayan salt on top, with just like that tinned peach syrup. The Lagavulin 8 has got this light, more slightly towards the syrup side, and you can get that kind of ashy smoke in the backdrop as well. They've both got great noses. That's kind of got this more kind of straw, hay, barley field note to it. We'll go first. We'll go for the Lagavulin on the palate and see where we go from there. Oh, sorry, Slainte everyone. That big dry peat. It's got the sweetness to it. There's a little bit of bite to it still. It's got that little bit of a kick. It stays with it. That 48%. It's got a little earthy note to it on top, like that slight green pepper. But there's also sweet kind of bell peppers in there as well, if that makes sense. There's a ashy note to it, the embers of the fire burning out that you've just had maybe a bit of savoury food with. There's a kind of fizz note to it. There's a kind like the remnants of a champagne, flat champagne there as well, with that sweetness on top. Great. I should have got water to do in between, but I've not. I've just came in blind as always. So here we have the Port Askaig 8-year-old. Let's see what this does. It's been a great nose so far. The palate's been great on the 8-year-old from the Lagavulin. It feels slightly softer. There's more to it. It's got that syrup-like mouthfeel to it as well. For some reason, on the mouthfeel from the Lagavulin 8, there's a kind of more waterfront feeling to it. But the Port Askaig's got this nice soft syrup, that great just array of lightly peated coming across, even though it's probably going to be 40 ppm, right? Same as the Lagavulin. It just gradually comes in. It's just like a smoke cloud you're just starting to walk through. If you walk to a distillery and there's just, you see the kind of steam coming up, I just imagine that being peat. It's got that kind of nice array just walking towards it. The sweetness stays on there, that kind of caster sugar coastal note as well, which is lovely and great. The Lagavulin nose is really starting to open up now. The Port Askaig's got this soft leather note as well, which is bizarre for how young it is. It's light, that the Lagavulin sneaks up on you. You know, I think in a glass it can totally take you by surprise. It's a dry peat to it. It is. It's barley field. It's cut grass. It's clean green pepper with the softer peppers inside. The sweetness is still there. That coastal hit coming through now on top of it. That lightly walking down the beaches and the sand fronts in Islay, you know, really takes me back to that first ever moment to what is whiskey for me, having that Lagavulin 16. The 8 really opens up. Price point is good as well. Again, you can get it all the time, supermarkets and so forth. It's just a little bit lighter on the palate, and again, see, they've been in the glass for a while, the bottles for a while. I'll come back in for this. I've now got like a Highland toffee fudge coming through on the Port Askaig. The nose is great on that. Both these whiskies are great in their own world and why they should be. They're very similar. They're the same age. They're close in ABV. They come from the same region of being Islay. One is what we know in Lagavulin. Port Askaig is one that we don't know, and what distillery that is from. Again, it's single malt, which is great. Non-chill filter, no added colour. I'm pretty sure the Lagavulin 8 is the same. If I have to pick one of these as a favourite, and they've got two different realms, the old love and the first love to the new love, and as well, like where does the heart go, where does the taste buds go, and what do we choose? Price point, they're very similar in price point, and quality, they're very similar in quality. Again, for the different reasons. If I have to pick, they're both now empty, and one of these has to be replaced. I have to then decide, what am I going to replace here? The old guard, because I don't like not having Lagavulin on the shelf. It scares me a little bit if I've not got Lagavulin on the shelf. It's always good to go back to. But sometimes your heart gets broken, but then you find a new love. And for me, I think that's the way I'm going to continue with this. I love this. I think this is great. It's a stellar, solid dram. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. But when it comes up against something like this, something very similar, age, quality, the 8-year-old Port Askaig just, I don't know what it does to me. I don't know why it grabs me in so well, but this for me is, I said, it ticks all the boxes. This is magic. This is going to be getting replaced. We'll be going online very soon to get another one put in the basket and delivered to the flat here and added to the new whisky selection. So on a head-to-head in the 8-year-old Port Askaig and the 8-year-old Lagavulin, the winner for me is the Port Askaig 8-year-old. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you would choose the same, or if you have different thoughts on this. It'd be great to hear what you think. But the Port Askaig, fantastic, unbelievable price for the age, for what I'm getting. Bravo to Sakinda Singh and Co for doing that, Oliver Chilton, bringing some Stella whiskey. I need to go and sit and enjoy this because this is all I've got left. So, again, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. It's been great to do another wee Verses. It's been a long time, and I hope you have enjoyed. And if you want to see more, join me next week and Let's Talk Whiskey. Slainte.